Dele Alli, potentially a few rumours about him leaving. There was one link to Newcastle, wasn't there? There was another link to another club as well, I think. Would it be a right time for Dele Alli to get a fresh start somewhere?
Well, yeah, I'd say potentially. It's a strange one because, Spurs so far in the transfer window have done nothing. They haven't got these players over the line. So, if they bring in Bentancur, then you'd probably say Dele Alli, they'd probably allow him to leave. But I went to the game where he played. He started him against Liverpool, and he was fantastic. He was brilliant, like the Dele Alli of old. And then he started the next game, and you think, right, he's back. But then he's just inconsistent with his performances. And that, for me, is down to confidence. If you're inconsistent, you need a manager to back you and say, whatever happens, 4 or 5 games, I'm going to play you. And then if after them 5 games that you haven't done the business, then you can say, right, you haven't done the business and you're out. But he's in, he's out, he plays, he gets dragged. And I just think his confidence is lost. The player's there, the quality's there, and the talent's there. I think he needs to probably go away, find his form, play for a club who are going to play him week in, week out. And, then you might see a hungrier Dele Alli. But if Spurs need to get this business done.
I'm trying to count how many managers he's had in the last.
That's the point.
4, 5.
And by the way, before we go any further, you might not fall out, but not see eye to eye with one manager. Great. You might even not see eye to eye with 2 managers. However, when it starts becoming a chain of managers, you've got to start looking at yourself. Jamie,
I don't know if they fall out with him.
No, I didn't mean the term fall out.
Yeah.
They clearly don't fancy you. That's the bottom
out
line.
of favour.
But
they don't trust him.
Well, that's it. If one of them doesn't fancy you, you can maybe say, okay, maybe it's just his views. But if 2, 3, 4 don't fancy you, you've got to start looking at yourself. It's something you're doing wrong.
Absolutely, and I think he knows that. And I think that's true. You'd say, it's on Dele Alli. It's not on the manager. It's on Dele Alli. But you've been a manager. If you've got 2 players who are very similar and one will give you a 7 out of 10 every week. One might give you a 9, but he could also give you a 4. You're going to go with the 7 out of 10 every week because he's consistent and you can trust him.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that's the problem. Managers don't trust Dele Alli to put him in because they don't know what Dele Alli they're going to get.
Well, flip side of the coin, somebody like Lingard. I think it's now time for Lingard and Dele Alli to move, right? Because at the stage in their careers, they've got to get playing and they've got to be playing on a regular basis. But Dele Alli isn't playing clearly, I think, through a loss in form, a loss of consistent form. Lingard's a bigger mystery to me, how he's not been given the opportunity.
Yeah,
that's for me a really strange one. But a similar, both of them are similar in the respect that I think they've now reached a stage where they have to move and they have to get playing again and resurrect their careers.
I suppose the problem for Lingard might be Manchester United allowing him to go.
Certainly to a couple of teams.
Will want to move, or want to go and get
he can't go West Ham, can he? Wow. Because they're challenging, so it would be bad business.
Well, how can I let Van de Beek go, right? Who they signed for whatever kind of money? I know it's not to a club that are going to challenge for the top 4. I get that totally. But surely Lingard, he's not been given any opportunity at all, really, has he? He must be due either an opportunity or a move. But I think the teams that want him are teams that are challenging Manchester United for a top 4 place. Do you know? I don't think Jesse Lingard probably wants to go to Newcastle because he's probably better than that. He was sensational for West Ham. Correct.
So he goes back to Manchester United and he was scoring goals at the start of the season. He was in, but he's not getting a chance now. But I think the teams that would want Jesse Lingard, Manchester United wouldn't sell him because it would be bad business.
Okay, just a reminder, some of the transfer that could still happen today. Leeds, they received a £50 million bid for Calvin Phillips from West Ham.
Wow. But does that mean then maybe Declan Rice, sorry Laura, does that mean...
Move on.
Is that a move that Declan Rice might be on his way out? So
it's an automatic question to ask, however. We don't know really.
Or is it more to reunite them from their England
show
in West Ham, put them together? I don't know, but they want him. Calvin Phillips, £50 million bid from West Ham to Leeds. Newcastle also in talks to sign Manchester United goalkeeper Dean Henderson as well. As always, we keep you updated right here on talkSPORT throughout the day. It's transfer deadline day.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Laura Woods. Monday to Wednesday mornings 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.